Good afternoon, everyone. Frank Menard here from the Menard Team Coaching, powered by the Napoleon Hill Institute. Hey, I just want to have a little casual conversation with you today. Something I experienced a little bit earlier this afternoon when I was coaching with a group of real estate agents. We're actually discussing the book Think and Grow Rich in 10 minutes. It's a shorter version of the original book, Think and Grow Rich, and we kind of use it as a book study. It's a platform to each chapter kind of launches a conversation. So today we were talking about faith. And just as we got started, one of the realtors said, she when she saw the word faith, it really had an impact on her in a negative way. She was, forced to attend religious services as a young kid, and apparently, didn't have a whole lot of enjoyment doing those types of things. And so when she saw the word faith, she kind of got a little uncomfortable talking about it. Of course, we opened up the conversation to talk about, well, it's not necessarily faith from a religious standpoint that we're looking at, but it's more of faith in ourselves and faith in our abilities to be able to accomplish things. Many of us do have a religious faith, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for those who don't, we talk about the universe, what the universe has in line for us, and we have a different term for it to make people feel more comfortable. But at the end of the day, you truly have to have faith in yourself. And the conversation kind of went on from there, talking about, how do I know what I want? In matter of fact, this one realtor's spouse had just lost their job, and didn't wasn't really sure, what they were going to do next. And I said, well, what do they want to do? And of course, the response I get oftentimes is, well, he just doesn't know. So I wrote down a couple of things, that are important to us when we're dealing with circumstances that life throws at us. First and foremost, we have to learn to respond versus react. And what I mean by that is, kind of take a breath, take a pause when something out of order happens to you. And how can I respond to this in the best possible way so that it leads me in the right direction? So many of us spend time in our lives reacting to situations, and when we react, we don't necessarily always make the right decisions. So whenever something happens out of line, just take a minute, take a deep breath, and see how you should respond in the best way possible. Secondly, realize that you have complete control over anything that happens within you when these things happen. So we don't control the circumstance. We can't control when someone loses their job for whatever reason. We can only respond to it in the best positive way, and then we have to ask ourselves the question, what's next? And by asking what's next, we're opening our mind for opportunities. So when life throws a circumstance at you, it uncovers another opportunity for you to think about the opportunities that you now have in your life to make a change that's going to be for the better, not for the worse. Napoleon Hill talks about for every adversity in life, there's an equal and greater benefit. But we have to be open to receive it and to be able to identify it. We need to be aware of what's there now that this thing, whatever that is, has happened to me, right? So respond, don't react. Look for the opportunity. Try to find that seed of greater benefit. Got to ask the question, what? What do I do next? How do I do it? Am I willing to pay the price to make the change that I need to make in response to this circumstance that's currently happening in my life? And being willing to pay the price is really, really important. And that's usually what stops people. I think it was Thomas Edison that said success is often not recognized because it's dressed in overalls and requires hard work. At the end of the day, anything new, anything changing in our lives is going to require a certain amount of effort before we get to reap the reward. So be sure that you ask yourself, okay, this is what I want to do. What do I have to do to get it done? And am I willing to pay the price? And then once you can admit that you're willing to pay the price, just simply take action. Act on what it is that you decided you want to do. Because it's that inaction that causes us to drift and to stay stuck in the mud that we're stuck in response to this circumstance. So, what I want you to take away from today's call, very simple. When things happen to you in life, respond, do not react. Figure out, what do you do next? What do I need to do? Understand that you are complete control. You have complete control of how you respond. It's the only thing that we have control over is our mind. So let's make sure we take a breath, pause, think, act, plan, figure out what you want to do. How does it have to be done? And then, for all intents and purposes, once you've got all that done, only one thing left to do: take action. Just get it done. I hope this message helps you today. It's a little bit short. I'm a little bit tight on time today. It's been a really busy week. I hope it's been busy for you as well, because busy is successful, and that's what we want to do: achieve the opportunity to live the best life that we can live. With that, I want to remind you that the Napoleon Hill Institute has a wonderful platform program that we call the Mentorship Program. Typically, this program runs for a full 12 months. However, we are offering two other alternatives right now. The Mentorship Program can be purchased for 6 months and or 3 months. Each one of those gives you an opportunity to dive deep into the foundational principles of Napoleon Hill and that are described in the book Think and Grow Rich. So ask yourself, am I living the best life that I want to live? And if not, what can I do about it? My own personal experience: I've now been involved with Napoleon Hill for just over a year. I started in the mentorship program, and it put me on a course to live the best life I can live under my circumstances and how I want it to be. So it's all by my design. The mentorship program really helped me do that. So if you're interested, there'll be a link down below, also at the trailer of this movie or this video. Just go to the menardteam.com. It'll bring you to my landing page, and it'll give you an opportunity to review some of the programs that we have to offer, as well as scroll all the way down to the bottom. You can schedule a call with me, and we can discuss how we can get you involved with the Napoleon Hill Institute and our mentorship program. So I look forward to hearing from you. Wish you all a great rest of the week. Please give me a like, share this message with somebody who you think it would have some type of impact on. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Bye now.